Hello, this is my X Factor review for November 22nd, 2011. Alright, the top 9 performs, and because it is Thanksgiving in America, they are giving thanks to an individual or a group, wide group of people. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the judges come out and I don't like how they do this. They have the judges come out and they're singing "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." Well, they're not singing, but they come out and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, cheer for me, woo!" Which is dumb. Just freaking get on with the show already. All right, so 2 people are going home this week, which kind of sucks because I'm really starting, really starting to feel for each and every one of them, except a few. But it's really sad to see 2 go home. This is one thing that I hate about these shows, is saying bye to people that you love. But, alright, and then L.A. Reid has to freaking address about how he had a talk with Astro and blah, 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 blah. No one cares. Okay, so first up was Rachel Crowe, and she sang I Believe. Never heard this song. She dedicated it to her parents, who adopted her as a crack baby. I can't believe they actually said that on TV. Like, kids watch this show, and I'm pretty sure a lot of kids don't know what crack is. That's kind of, ooh. Especially people that are probably fans of her. She probably has a lot of young fans, because she's young too. And I bet while they were watching this, they were like, "Mommy, what's crack?" So I can't believe they actually said that. For me, I mean, it was fine because I know what it is, and people older than me, they're like, "Oh, okay, it's very inspirational. I feel for her now." But for the kids who are younger and they don't really know what it is, can't believe they said that. This was okay. Not my favorite of hers, but the judges pretty much praised her on it. It was alright. Not my favorite, not the best. Still love her though, so she got my vote, even though it wasn't my favorite. Alright. And then after that, Marcus Canty sang A Song for Mama by Boyz II Men, and he dedicated the song to his mommy. They said that Marcus grew up in a bad neighborhood, and his mom had sent him to private school, and all this stuff. And during the performance, it shows pictures of his mom, and he's singing. And at first, when he started singing, I did not like it. It was kind of a little bit too low for his register. Once he came down, once he came down from the stairs that they had in the middle of the stage, started getting better. His pitch started getting better, and then once he went over to his mom, it was really sweet. But then his pitch started to fail because you could tell he was trying to hold back the tears, which is okay because he's like in an emotional performance. But at the same time, you got to make sure you keep your pitch right. So a lot of people the judges were praising this performance. A lot of people are praising this performance, but really, it doesn't deserve all that praise. It does deserve the praise about him saying it to his mom and how much he loves her mom and everything. That I'm not judging that. That's great. I think that's fantastic that he loves his mom. A lot of people don't have relationships with their mom like that, so that's great. I'm not judging that. I'm judging the performance and the pitch. It could have been better, but his emotions took over, and that's okay. But when your emotions take over, you still have to make sure your pitch stays okay. So good job. Not my favorite for him, but still very solid. I think he might have a chance of being in the bottom 3 this week. But I don't think he'll go home. We'll see. You never know with these shows. You never know. Alright, next up was Melanie Amaro, and she sang The World's the Greatest by R. Kelly. The judges were praising this, and I didn't think it was that good. It was not my favorite performance from her at all. Oh, and by the way, she was dedicating the song to the Lord. Woo! I'm not going to get into the whole religious thing, but that's not a topic for me to touch on. But I do not agree with some of the. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say I don't agree with some stuff. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. She talked about how when she was younger she had to move to the Virgin Islands and all this stuff, and the performance wasn't that good. Like, her pitch, I felt, was a little under. Once the choir came in and she really just started to bust out and started belting, that's when it started getting really good. But it wasn't her best performance at all. And the judges were just praising this. The judges were praising pretty much everyone tonight, and they really didn't deserve the praise because it wasn't perfect. There's a lot of performances of hers that she's done before that were so much better. So, But one weird thing is she started like talking in a tongue language, and her accent, her Virgin Island accent, just all of a sudden came out. She like was freaking out. She was like, "I was born to be here. I've been waiting to do this. Ah, I just saw Jesus." Whee! And holy crap! When she was doing that, you could see the judges. Like, LA was talking, and LA was like, "What the fuck's going on? Chill out. I'm giving you good comments. Just take it down a notch. It's okay." Whew. When she was doing that, me and my mom watched it with me tonight. We looked at each other and we were like, "The fuck's going on?" Whew. Crazy stuff going on X Factor. Okay, next up was Renee, and he sang "Let It Be" by the Beatles. And then he inserted his original song, Young Homie, into it. Why, Renee? Why would you ruin a Beatles song? Okay, so I know for a lot of hardcore Beatles fans, I'm pretty sure they hated this song. I'm not a hardcore Beatles fan. I'm not like, "Oh, Beatles are the best band that ever was, blah, 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 blah." I'm not like that. Some people are. But I still like the Beatles, and I still think that they're amazing in everything they do. And I'm pretty sure everyone will agree, whether hardcore Beatle fan or just small Beatle fan like me, will agree that you do not take a Beatles song and turn it into a hip-hop song. You just don't do that. No. Don't do that, Renee. Don't do that. Oh, freaking, it pissed me off so much. Like, seriously, when I heard "Let It Be," I was like, no, don't sing this. And then when he started inserting Young Homie into it, I was like, he already sang this for his audition. I understand that it is his original song that he is famous for. Pretty much all you're doing is saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm singing my original song. Vote for me because I'm singing an original song. Yippee, 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 yippee." No. I really hope Renee is in the bottom 3. This performance disappointed me beyond belief. Probably my least favorite performance of the night. Oh, no. Renee fans are going to hate me, but no. Just no. That's all I gotta say. Oh, God. Got me all worked up. Okay, next up, Lakoda Rain sings "You Belong With Me" by Taylor Swift. Applause, please. Applause, applause, applause. Yes, this is the moment I've been waiting for, Lakoda Rain. I've been fans of them since the beginning, and a lot of people say they suck. They're horrible. They're only in this competition because they're pretty. Blah, 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 blah. This performer shutted all those haters up. They finally sang a full-on country song. Thank the Lord. I've been tweeting them constantly, "Sing country, sing country, sing country." I've been saying like Taylor Swift, Miranda Lambert, those kind of things. Like, but Taylor Swift, okay, I'll take Taylor Swift. Yes. If they do Carrie Underwood, or I don't know if they'll do Carrie Underwood because she's Idol, but they should. Carrie Underwood or Miranda Lambert or any of those kind of rock and country groups, I'll be happy. They need to stick with this. Don't do any freaking Fleetwood Mac and whatever the hell they've done before. Stick with this. Yes. I do agree that it was a little pitchy in the beginning. In the middle, I do kind of agree the whole running around and stuff just kind of didn't work. But the very end, the last chord, pitch perfect. The harmonies were great for that last chord. I really, really, really want them to stay. I do think they're going to be in danger of being in the bottom 3 just because they're in a group. And I know there are a lot of Lakota Rain haters out there, but I call myself a true raindrop, so I voted all night for them, hoping that I get good stuff happening because of that. Okay, next up was Leroy Bell, and he sang "In the Arms of an Angel" by Sarah McLachlan. No, okay, I know I've been saying bad things about Leroy. I think he's a good vocalist, performer. When he was singing this, I was like, oh geez, this is the song that's on what's it called? The pet kennel stuff for the animals that like are been abused and stuff. I'm like, that's all I can think about. And I actually didn't even watch this. When this started coming on, I was like, oh god, I don't want to listen to this. I went into the kitchen, got a drink, and got a snack, and then came back and it was over and they were judging him, and Simon thought it was good, but I didn't like it. LA, no, I think he should be in the bottom, but I've been saying that every single week, and whatever. Next up was Astro, and it was an original tune. That's what MJS blog says, but I'm pretty sure it was the background track was Jay-Z, but all of the lyrics were his original lyrics. I think he definitely redeemed himself from last week. This was really, really, really good. I'm not a rap fan, but a lot of the lyrics were really good. He said funny things like "bloggers hate me," and he when he was naming the different countries, that was really, really good and really cool. He did really good, but since last week, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna hate him. My mom can't stand him. She was like, he should go back to Brooklyn where he belongs. No, the older crowd just don't get it because rap is not in their generation. So I kind of understand, but this generation loves him. I mean, I love him. I'm not a big rap fan, but that's what I always hear on the radio. So I'm used to hearing that kind of music, and I think he's the most marketable out of all of them because rap and hip-hop is the most popular genre right now. So if he wins, I think he has a really, really good chance of being really, really successful, unlike anyone else who are just singers like Rachel and Melanie that are like church singers. That's not the most popular genre out. It is a very popular genre, but it's not the popular. So I think Astro is the most marketable out of all the contestants, even though a lot of people hate him. So, okay. After that was Ryniewicz, and she sang "Skyscraper" by Demi Lovato. So I am disappointed in this performance. When I heard, she dedicated the song to her best friend Shelly. When I heard that she was singing "Skyscraper," I was like, oh, yes, this is going to be amazing. And it really wasn't. She looked really, really out of her element. She looked really scared when she was standing on top of that set piece. She looked kind of scared. And when she was coming down, she looked like she was scared that she was going to fall. Supposedly on Twitter, I saw that she said she couldn't hear herself through half the thing. She was a little pitchy in a couple places. And then the judges, they all thought it was good except LA. He said it was the same thing. I disagree. I thought this song was a lot different from the songs that she has done in the past, but she didn't deliver it like she should have. And he said that she's singing songs that are for people in their 40s, when Demi Lovato is a young teenager too. Well, not young, like she's like 19 or 20. I don't know. But Demi Lovato is her age range of people that watch the show. So I don't understand what the hell he was talking about. Like, has he never heard of Demi Lovato and Skyscraper? Like, really? Come on. Ugh, okay, so I gotta get going. It's almost, the thing's gonna turn off on me. Next up was Krajcik singing "Wild Horses," and he dedicated the song to his daughter, and he was playing the piano, which I could not believe they let him use an instrument. Okay, so if they're going to let him use an instrument, let all the other contestants use an instrument, because that's not fair. He should be able to use the guitar then. He should have had the guitar when he was doing that song last week. So give him a freaking guitar. He'll be amazing. He's really starting to grow on me a lot. Best performance of the night, by far. People who I think are going to be in the bottom 3. I think Renee has a chance to be in the bottom. Lakoda Rain has a chance to be in the bottom. Leroy has a chance to be in the bottom. Marcus has a chance to be in the bottom. I think either one of those 4 will be in the bottom. Drew, maybe possibly just because her performance wasn't that strong. But I think she has the fans that will pull through to keep her on. Astro, maybe because of last week. Alright, that is my review. See you tomorrow. Or tonight.